What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. We got to talk about Luna Classic today. We're going to be watching some technical analysis here. So definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Check out my other YouTube channel. I go over some other stuff on Luna Classic as well on there about burns. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Let's go straight over this. So let's talk about what we talked about yesterday. So yesterday on my other channel, I mentioned something here in Luna Classic, and I actually mentioned that this resistance area here was going to be pretty hard for us to get past. And actually, we've been having some troubles trying to pass it all day today. And you can actually see here. So look right here. We first hit this resistance at this point right here early on yesterday at 32128, 32128. And then again, we hit it a second time again right here, 32128. We hit the same area, and now we cannot get back above there. So this is definitely very important because as you're seeing, the highs are kind of becoming a little lower inside of Luna Classic. And looking here at the 15-minute chart, you can see it even more blatantly here. So we're definitely making lower highs. Now, if you're actually looking at this area here, it's saying high activity to moderate activity expected. So it could either be high buying, high selling. We're going to decipher that today. And also remember, none of this is financial advice, but look at where we're at right now. So the support level that we're at right now, we're at 31016. The support level is really around 311, somewhere around there. But what we're going to see here now is this high activity area. And this high activity is kind of looking like it's starting to become high selling activity. You can actually start seeing it selling off a little bit more here. And honestly, I think the next support area for us to hit again here with Luna Classic is 296. That's what I'm expecting next, a drop down to 296. So you definitely want to prepare for that. We've already bounced up and then hit this resistance at 319 so many different times. I think now is the time for Luna Classic to take another steep dive downwards to 296. And, like I said, this is, just my personal opinions here, not financial advice at all. If you think it's going to do something else, let me know in the comments. But so far, so good. We've been having the right predictions here. And honestly, I'm just waiting for this to happen because I think there's going to be another buying discount before there's another pump. So the next pump is soon, probably going to be down here. We have so much demand for Luna Classic down here. So the green areas, they're supply and demand of more demand. We have so much more demand down here. But right now, where we're at right now inside Luna Classic, we're at a moderate amount of demand. That's why it says moderate activity. That's moderate activity for large whales, institutional investors, dark pools, all that good stuff. But what you're seeing right now with these different drawings that I had from my previous video. And let me just go ahead and redraw these, I guess, so then you can kind of see what I was thinking when I was saying that. So as you can see here, we're probably going to end up pulling back down here inside of Luna Classic, like I said before, pulling back down here to this 2.9 area. But what I'm really looking for is the pull down all the way down here to 272. So 272 is really the target price. But when we hit this 2.9 area, you're gonna see a bounce, obviously. Like, because we see this whole green area here is more demand in this green area. So we're definitely gonna end up seeing a bounce back up here to this resistance at 308. So we'll probably end up seeing that, and then we'll see that dive down all the way down here to 2.7. So it's going to take a few steps for us to get down to 2.7, but ultimately 2.7 is where Luna Classic is pretty much heading. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that it's heading down right now, but it's just how it is. And the trends on Twitter have actually been a lot slower. And the burn, some people were let down by the burn. They felt let down by it. They didn't feel like it was enough of a burn. Me personally, I think it was a good burn. If you look at it from the burn volume rather than the circulating supply, then it will definitely look more significant. Because when you look at the circulating supply, it just looks like a little bump here going from the third to the fourth. Like it just looks like it went down just a little bit, but not much. And that's because the circulating supply is a lot right now. It's at 5.8 trillion. So it's going to take a lot longer for the circulating supply to drop. But when you actually look at the burn volume compared to what we've been doing in like the last few months, you can actually see Luna Classic is burning way more than it has ever before. So now what you're seeing here with the burns right now, that's a huge burn if you look at it from this perspective, not from the perspective of just looking at the circulating supply, but the volume. When you look at it, that's a huge jump compared to what we were burning before. But yeah, I definitely think that we need a lot more burn to see a dollar. Yeah, a lot more burn to see a dollar. And for 1 cent, definitely, we're going to need a lot more burned. But back to the technical analysis here, though, we're still going to end up seeing it pulling back here. And then, like I said, when we pull back down here, I'm really expecting it to try to, go right back up to where it was before. There's going to be a lot of volatility in this area, and you can already see that here. Like, it says high activity, and then right under it, it says moderate activity, and then right under that, it says high activity. So there's a lot of different volatility areas here, as well as this moderate activity area, followed by this low activity area. So ultimately, I'm still waiting for it to pull all the way back down to here on this support at 217 being the bottom area of that support, and the top of the support being about 242. So we're really looking for supports inside of this area. We're looking for it to drop somewhere in there. And more than likely, where it shows the darker green area, the darker green shaded area, that's really the target, which is 2-2. And I don't know, a lot of people are going to see that as an unpopular decision, unpopular opinion, I should say. People are going to see that as unpopular, but still, I still think we're going to pull back. Ultimately, it's bound to happen. The only reason we continued to pump was because CZ Binance, right around this time, he pretty much mentioned, like, look, he's going to be doing the burn. They're going to be doing it on the third. It happened leading up to the third. It was pumping. The third comes, and then boom, it stops at a halt. And you can actually see that there if I take off these indicators. Like, this is where CZ Binance mentioned that, and then you can see as it just started to go up, 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 and up. Then boom, it stopped at a halt right at the moment that we're supposed to be getting the burn. And then we got the burn, and now we've been going down since. So until the next burn is announced, this is kind of going to be what the schedule is going to be for Luna Classic. Unfortunately, you're going to see it pumping leading up to these burns, and then you're going to see a drop back down in the price, and then pumping back up because of the burns and because of the trends, and dropping back down. And obviously, Coinbase listing Luna Classic could be the one thing that knocks it off of its path and just sends it straight to the moon. And that's really what I'm waiting for. And also, honestly, if you go over here and you look at the 4-hour chart, that is exactly what we would need in order to just have a nice pump here in Luna Classic. We would need Coinbase to, say something. And like I said, this area right here is where we're going to be bouncing off at. This high activity expected area. So let me take off all these drawings again. So like I said, when we pull back down, we're going to pull back down to the middle of this area. And by the way, this is the 4-hour chart. So we'll pull back down to 2.9 and then eventually down here to 2.7, 2.75 really. And there's high activity expected there. So you're going to see a bounce back when we hit this 2.75 area. And then we'll hit this moderate activity area. And if we don't get some good news like Coinbase listing us or some trending stuff on Twitter, or at least another burn by then what we're going to end up seeing is that pullback to the area I mentioned, which is 2-2. But I think that something's going to happen way before 2-2. So it's going to be a lot harder for it to hit 2-2. But still, 2-7 is really what you want to watch. And if we don't get any good news, then that's when you want to start looking for 2-2. And that's when, when stuff just starts to get dry, you just want to wait until we hit 2-2, because that's probably what's going to happen if things get dry and no one's talking about it. 2-2 will end up happening. And if it doesn't, and if people are all talking about Luna Classic and we're doing good trends and burns and all that good stuff, then 2-7 would be your area. But hey, let me know what you all think about this. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Check out my other channel. I talk about some Luna Classic burns that we have on there as well. For the Marcellus Travels channel, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff that's actually about traveling and being a crypto nomad, really, and making money off crypto and making that your job. But anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.